Hi guys, how you doing? This is Corey here, and welcome to the TNA Slammiversary 2011 results. Now, for those of you who missed last night's pay-per-view of TNA Slammiversary, well, you will know because I have the results from every match that happened, and I'm going to tell you what happened during the matches. So let's break it down, shall we? Okay, matchup number one was they opened up with the TNA World Tag Team Championships on the line as the team of Douglas Williams and Brutus Magnus of the British Invasion took on the team of James Storm and Alex Shelley. Of course, as we all know, James Storm and Alex Shelley, both of their tag team partners have already injured, and so they decided to team together. Alex Shelley decided to team up with James Storm to help Beer Money retain the tag team title. They did a pretty good job last night. They had a great match with the British Invasion. Went back and forth the whole match, but James Storm and Alex Shelley came out the victors in that match. So Beer Money retains the TNA World Tag Team Championships. Okay, moving on. Matchup number two was just a regular exhibition match between Matt Morgan and Scott Steiner. Of course, Scott Steiner been having problems with Matt Morgan. Of course, Scott Steiner is tired of seeing Matt Morgan be the big man in the game, but Matt Morgan was able to come out on top and defeat Scott Steiner with the carbon footprint, I believe. So anyway, Matt Morgan won that match. Okay, matchup number three was a three-way match for the X Division Championship, which Abyss changed the name of it to an Extreme Championship. So he defended the title against Kazarian of Fortune and Brian Kendrick, and of course Brian Kendrick and Kazarian worked their best to make it a 2-on-1 handicap match, but Abyss was too strong for them, and Abyss almost lost the title, but he got one of the guys off from one another, and he actually pinned Kazarian, I believe, or Brian Kendrick, one of those guys, but Abyss still the champion. Next up, the fourth match was Samoa Joe versus Crimson. Now, Samoa Joe's been having issues with Crimson. They've been having a good feud with each other. Of course, Crimson's been undefeated for a good while in Impact Wrestling ever since they debuted back in the last year of December. And of course, Crimson remains undefeated after he defeated Samoa Joe again. So one day Crimson will get undefeated, because they can't stay undefeated forever, you know. All right, let's see. The next match was for the TNA Women's Knockout Championship, as Mickie James defended her championship against the Angelina Love, who's been showing a kind of a freakish side of her that we've never seen before. It's kind of creepy, you know. I don't know why, but anyway, Mickie James been trying to avoid distractions from Winter at ringside, and of course, Mickie James did all she did, and she still retained the championship. So Mickie James is still your TNA Women's Knockout Champion. Okay, the next match was a big rivalry feud match between Bully Ray and AJ Styles. It was a last man standing match, and of course during that match, these guys put on a lot. AJ Styles, he truly took that last man standing match to a whole new limit. AJ Styles did go phenomenal in that match. AJ Styles is not a boy; he's a man, and Bully Ray knows it. Bully Ray is scared of AJ, and of course, Bully Ray got the win of it. You want to how? Because after AJ Styles came falling off of this big old post thing he climbed on, and fell on the Bully Ray and put Bully Ray through a table. Somehow Bully Ray was able to kick AJ Styles, and AJ Styles went through went through the stage, which was made of wood and whatever, and somehow Bully Ray got the victory in that match and was the last man standing. Kind of a little bit cheated his way, but those guys had a great match, and I liked it a lot. Okay, the next match was for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Now, Mr. Anderson went one-on-one with Sting for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. And Mr. Anderson, as I said before, he's been mocking and making a joke out of Sting. And of course, he's been dressing up as old school Sting with the blonde flat top and this and that and blah blah blah, old school Sting. But Mr. Anderson was able to gain the victory, and Mr. Anderson is your new TNA World Heavyweight Champion. So congrats to him on becoming TNA World Champion for the second time in his career. Okay, the next match was the final match, and it was the main event, and it was the final battle between TNA's biggest stars, Jeff Jarrett and Kurt Angle. And also during that match, Kurt Angle's Olympic gold medal was on the line. Now, these two have used submissions on each other. They've went back and forth on pin attempts, this and that, whatever, blah blah blah. And of course, Jeff Jarrett tried to find a way to cheat his way to win the match and all. But if you're gonna cheat against a guy like Kurt Angle, you got no chance of winning at all, because Kurt Angle is a freaking wrestling machine, and he will keep on coming. He will not stop until he wins. And of course, Jeff Jarrett used Kurt Angle's finish, his submission move, the ankle lock, but Jeff Jarrett could not top that at all. Of course, Jeff Jarrett is not a master of submissions like Kurt Angle is, but Kurt Angle flipped it over and got that ankle lock on Jeff Jarrett, and then next thing you know, about 30 seconds later, Jeff Jarrett taps out, and therefore Kurt Angle not only retains and keeps his gold medal from losing it, but also he is a new #1 contender to the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. And I'll tell you what though, that was an impressive and a great final battle between those two. So this is Corey Allen here, giving you all the in-depth results and what happened all those matches last night's Slammiversary, and I thank you guys for tuning in to watch. And we will see you guys next time. Next time before the next pay-per-view, which will be TNA presents Destination X. And also, if you haven't heard the news, I'm gonna give it to you right now. At Destination X will be the return of the 6-sided ring. That's right, the 6-sided ring is coming back, and it will come back next month on July, in July, at Destination X. So do not miss it. I will see you guys next month in July for the TNA Destination X match reviews. This is Corey Allen here. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you guys later. Take care.